Monday, everybody. By the time you get this, it'll be Tuesday, but happy Monday. I had some friends pop up to visit over the evening. Anyway, it is 9:15. I've been logged on to work for a few minutes. I'm making some coffee. I always log on and do my emails before coffee, which seems like a bad idea, but I always log on and then have the expectation to immediately make coffee, but then I get caught up in emails, so I always wait till I'm done. But anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day 10 of Advent. It's official. I'm 2 full days behind. I don't know what happened. I have been working so hard to get caught up. Yesterday, my brother-in-law, I've already talked about this on yesterday's vlog, but they came over to play card games with us, and we just had a really nice evening with them here. We went and got some dinner, and when we came back, Jason and I played Mario Kart for about an hour, which was very fun. So on today's agenda, it's gonna be a fun day. I am actually gonna sit and I have a meeting this morning, so I'm gonna sit and knit while I am in that meeting. I have an appointment at 11 to get Izzy's claws, and she's going to the vet. She's got to get her anal glands cleaned out, which you guys didn't need to know. She has to get that done like every 3 months. And then she has to get her claws trimmed. So she's going to the vet, and then I need to come home and clean the house. Today is Monday, which means it is bathroom day. So I need to clean the bathrooms, wash the bedding, wash all the couch blankets. I think that's it. And then what else? I don't know. I got peppermint mocha creamer yesterday. It's fabulous. And then I have 2 meetings this afternoon for work. What else? What else can I tell you guys that we're doing today? Oh, at some point today, I need to wrap all of Jason's Christmas gifts that have come in over the last couple days when he's been home, and hide them in the new spot. So I think he may have figured out where they're at. And then it's a Seahawks night. So Seahawks are playing tonight. Saints won yesterday and Rams lost, which means Saints are like #1 seed right now. And it's amazing. What else? Seahawks play. And hopefully it's a good game, because if it's not, Jason's gonna be very disappointed. I think we're gonna try to play some Mario Kart tonight. So I'm hoping to get lots of knitting in today, and get a jump start on day 9. We'll see what happens. But right now I'm gonna head off to my meeting in a few minutes and get to knitting. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye. So I finished knitting day 8. My voice went high for some reason there. Of my Jimmy Bean's Wool Advent calendar. The only thing that I want to say is that I know it's lace and garter, so I know that it's going to block out, but I hope it blocks out wider, because this does not, in my opinion, constitute a wrap for my fat butt. I'm hoping it's a little bit bigger when I finish it, because right now it's more like a scarf, but I really am loving the colors and how they all are kind of like melding together, but they're all like just different enough. So, I don't know, I'm really enjoying it. I just got back, got coffee on my shirt. Just took Izzy to the vet. I'm logging back into work. Since I work from home today, it does mean that I have to go into the office on Friday. Along with my regularly scheduled Wednesday. And when I do, I plan on starting my white belt training, since I just finished my lean certification. So that's exciting. I am about to fold some socks, and then still have actually about 40 minutes. It only took me about 20 minutes at the vet. So I've got another 40 minutes to clean the house and start wrapping some of Jason's gifts. So I'm gonna log on and make sure I didn't miss any emails while I was gone, and then get started on that. Clean socks, which he actually grabbed a pair off the drying rack this morning to wear today, and that's mine. And the sad part is he wears his more than I wear mine. I really need to get to knitting him some more, especially because he only wears shorties. So they're super fast, and I can get 2.5 pairs out of one skein of yarn. I say half because normally I just add contrasting heels, toes, and cuffs, and then I can get 3 pairs. So yeah, I need to get to knitting him some socks this year. So I'm taking a quick minute to put up a pretty emotional for me Instagram post. I did create a 15% off coupon code for the shop for all ready to ship items as a thank you for all of your love and support over this past year. The coupon code is thankyou18, all caps. And I just kind of have been reflecting over the past couple days about this past year, and this is like a serious post, and I've got toothpaste and coffee on my shirt. Anyway, so I just wanted to share some of that with you guys that don't have Instagram. So over this past year, with the help of everybody that has supported me and my shop, I was able to donate over $3,400 and counting to multiple causes that I truly believe in or have been very close to my heart. The first one was when my friend just passed away. You guys purchased Sorier, and I had an amazing response to that colorway. I was able to donate a couple $1,000s to her family, her husband and her daughter, to help alleviate some of their financial stress during that time. And you guys helped me to do that, and that was one of the most eye-opening experiences I have ever been through. I was so distraught over my friend Jess's situation when I made the first original post about the colorway. I had just found out that she was in a coma and medical ICU, and that she had suffered some pretty severe brain damage and was not expected to wake up. And that within an hour of finding that out, I made a post trying to raise money for her and her family, and I had never done a charity color listing before, and had no idea how it would be received, and you guys blew me out of the water. I ended up selling about 200 skeins that I was able to donate 100% of the profits to her husband with. So when the Tits Out Collective started, I saw that as a fantastic opportunity to participate and try to raise money for another cause. And you guys helped me to raise money for the National Women's Law Center, and they do a lot of work with basically workplace discrimination. They help lower income women who are fighting, you know, really incredibly bad cases where they've been sexually harassed, molested, raped, but they don't necessarily have the funds to, you know, take that to court. And in addition, they help to, you know, fight for women equality in the workplace. So I really love that organization, and you guys helped me raise money for them. And you guys are currently helping me to raise money for some local veterans that just need help. They That money goes to help put on events for the VA in Chillicothe, Ohio. They do bingo once a month. They do Christmas parties where they feed them and their caregivers. They provide them with gift bags full of necessary items like shaving cream and shampoo and socks and gloves and hats and things like that. And they do a lot of work in that community to help them. So that is what I have not donated the money yet. I don't have a final tally because the colorway is still open, and I'm keeping it open to the end of the year. And I'm hoping to be able to provide them with a big check then. So if you are interested in that colorway, there are some ready to ship listings in the shop that are 15% off, plus any proceeds will be donated to them. And I plan on opening the listing back up next week for die to orders. And again, all the proceeds for that will be donated to them as well. So you guys helped me with all of that. On a more personal level, you guys supported me after my friend passed away. She had, I mean, you guys have probably heard the story, but she had cancer and had surgery to remove some of her organs due to that cancer. And because of her because of the way the cancer had spread and her weight, she was under anesthesia a little bit longer, actually a lot longer than what they expected, and there were complications that arose from that, and that's how she ended up passing away about a week after her surgery. And so it was an eye-opener for me because I'm overweight. Me and Jess were on a lot of the same medications. We always talked about it, and it was definitely a concern for her. It's always been a concern for me, and to see complications arise, and I'm not saying that that's the only reason she passed away, but it didn't help things. And so that was a huge eye-opener for me, and I went through this mental almost kind of breakdown. I was in a very depressive state, but at the same time, I knew I had to do something, and you guys encouraged me to talk about it. I started going to therapy. Anytime I was down or anxious or depressed or just sharing my experiences, you guys reached out and encouraged me to continue to do so. You told me how I've helped you by coming out about my binge eating disorder, and I just, you know, the amount of love and support I have received from this community is more than any I have ever received from anywhere my entire life. And there's no way to thank you guys for that. There's no way to express that to you guys. But in this journey of kind of self-discovery, you know, with therapy, I've opened this whole can of worms with, you know, living my life for other people versus living my life for myself. And I love this. Like, this is what I want. This is my passion. This is what I want to do. And I don't know if I want to dye yarn and sell it my entire life. I don't know if I want to own a yarn store. I don't know if I just want to teach yarn classes. I don't know what I want to do, but I know it will be something to do with this community because I have to be a part of it. I can't, like, this is my life now. And you guys have helped me to realize my dreams and helping to encourage me, pushing me forward, inspiring me to keep going. And because of that, you know, I'm vending next year. I've got a wholesale order, and that wholesale order, the profits from that helped us pay off one of our cars and upgrade some of my equipment for the shop. So that's because of you guys, and you guys have given me inspiration for colorways, you know, hey, can you make this Gilmore Girls colorway, or hey, can you make this Bewitched colorway, or I Dream a Genie colorway, and it's just, I love you guys so much, and the only way that I can think to give back is by giving you guys a coupon code for 15% off of my products. I wish I could do more, but just know that the profits that I make from this are going back into the shop. I want back into the community. I really just want to be a part of this community, and that's my end goal. I don't want to get rich off of this. I don't expect to get rich off of this. I want to be able to sustain my current lifestyle and be a part of this community full time. that's my goal. And I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I know with all of the love and support you guys have given me, I know that I'll get there, and I know that I'll have the encouragement and this people standing behind me, pushing me forward to get there. My best friends I've met through this podcast, my best friends I've met through the Knitting Guild, my best friends I've met just by, you know, opening up and sharing all of this stuff with you guys. So I just want to thank you guys so much. And with that, that's my 10-minute rant for the day. Yesterday was a 20-minute rant, and I've got to get back to work, but I just wanted to pop on here to let you guys know that coupon code is live in my shop now. It's good until January 1st at midnight, and it's good for any ready-to-ship items in my shop. It is not good for the yarn of the month or the the January holiday sock sets, or any custom orders, but anything that is ready to go out the door today, you can use it on. And again, that coupon code is all caps, thank you 18. Thank you guys, and I'm sure I'm going to be checking in with you guys in a little bit. Bye. Hi guys. Oh man, I look washed out because I don't have any makeup on. Promise I'm not sick, and I feel just fine. My shirt just keeps getting messier and messier because I cleaned. So I've got all kinds of nastiness around me, and I'm wearing my penguin pajama pants. Yay! I love them. I am gonna make some lunch while I talk to you guys. So I know today's lunch, tuna and crackers. I originally was gonna go out to get something because Jason's eating out today, and I was like, I'm gonna treat myself and eat out, but I have a really busy day today. Mondays are always really busy for me, and I'm also trying to be better, and that's what I'm here to talk to you guys about. So a lot of you have seen my journey over the past 9 months or so with trying to get healthy, and part of that is losing weight, but I'm not focusing on the weight loss. I'm still definitely celebrating those weight loss accomplishments, but my focus is to better my health in a couple of ways. I would like to get off blood pressure medicine. I would like to, as I squeeze mayonnaise into my tuna salad, or tuna, I would like to take better care of my thyroid, so eat healthier things, exercise, do what I can. Thyroid medication is something I will always be on. It's not something that's going to go away, and eventually I might have to have surgery on my thyroid because I do have two very large benign, they're technically cysts, but they're not, or they're technically tumors, but they're not like cancerous tumors. I think they call them goiters. I'm not sure. That might be the wrong, incorrect term for it. But I have one on each side of my thyroid. So it is hereditary, and it's part of the reason why I have such a big hormone imbalance. And also I'm trying to improve my fertility. I just turned 29. Jason's getting ready to turn 29 in January. And we've always wanted kids. My focus has kind of shifted from that over the past couple of years because I've been busy with other stuff, like growing with PNC, all this different kind of stuff. So I've really been focusing this year on getting healthy. So the last couple of months have been really difficult for me. You guys know that I was diagnosed with binge eating disorder this year, and it's something that's been there since I was 6 years old. I've talked about it before. I'm not going to go into a lot of details. And I was doing really well. I was on my meds. I was going to therapy every week. I had a walking routine, an exercise routine, and while I wasn't consistently eating healthy, I was making better choices. I wasn't eating as much. The problem is, the past, I would say month or so, I have been ignoring myself. I have not been taking my medication. I'm gonna be honest and open about that. I haven't been on my medication. I've only been going to therapy every other week because of insurance concerns. I haven't been making therapy a priority. I canceled an appointment last week because of my husband's Christmas party, and instead of rescheduling, I just flat out canceled. I have not been walking. I had gotten so far as I was doing couch to 5K, and I guess the walking kind of drifted out after my foot injury. The couch to 5K did. I started walking again right after I read the book Girl Wash Your Face, but I only did it a couple times, and I have been binging. I would say that a technical binge episode is 3,000 calories plus in a single sitting. While I think that I have done that a few times, that hasn't been the issue. The issue has been the emotional snacking and not taking my meds. So I want to get back on track, and it's hard, and I know I'm going to fail, and I've been trying to get back on track for a week. I know I've gained weight back. I will not step on the scale because mentally I can't handle that right now. But ever since I would say I got back from Rhinebeck, it had nothing to do with Rhinebeck. It was just everything. It wasn't stress. I used my shop and my wholesale order and my trainings that I've been doing with work as an excuse, but that's what they were. They were an excuse. At the end of the day, I need to stick to what I promised myself, because if I can't respect myself, I can't expect anybody else to respect me. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because it's been hard for me to admit it to myself, much less other people, but I want you to know that it happens. It's happened to me before. It'll happen again. This won't be the last time that I fall off the wagon. But at the end of the day, I'm making a lifestyle change. I'm not on a diet, and I am just trying to be a better person for myself. So I'm taking it one day at a time, and that's all I can do. And today, my goal this week is to take my meds every single day. You can see there's an empty spot. I took it today. So part of my vlogs is I want to hold myself accountable the rest of this week. So I'm going to show you my empty thing. And there is this, I talked about it on Instagram. There's a Instagram tag from My Favorite Murder going around, and a few of our knitty friends have also been sharing their stories about mental health and flashing their medications. And while only one of mine is for my mental health, all of these meds are important. I have vitamins. My thyroid medication makes me lose my hair, which gives me less confidence. And my hair has been, I was on my biotin pills every day for about 3 months, and I started to get these little baby wisps. Most of those baby wisps are gone now. They've fallen out. So I need to take my vitamins. I have a multivitamin. I have fish oil and biotin. I have my thyroid pill and my blood pressure pill. And I also have my Vyvanse, which is my binge eating disorder pill. It's basically for compulsive, it helps me slow down and make a decision, and gives me the energy so that it kind of gives me a little pep in the day, so that I am not just laying on the couch doing nothing all day. So I took that today, and I can tell it's definitely working. The first week I will be very, very energetic, and then my body will get used to it and I'll level out. But today I scrubbed the bathrooms. I normally clean the bathrooms, like the toilets and the counters, the trash, but today I scrubbed everything. The floors, the bathtubs, the bottom of the toilet, everything. So I can already tell it's working. Also, the side effect of Vyvanse is that it basically decreases my appetite, which is just kind of like a side effect. That's not the reason I take it, and that's not the reason why it's prescribed. So I actually forget to eat because I'm not constantly thinking about food. And in this pill, it doesn't take, like, it's not extended release, like it doesn't, or I don't think that's the right word. For example, when I was on Prozac, it took upwards of 90 days to start working. This pill works immediately that day. So, that being said, I get to a point where I don't eat and I start to feel sick. I get headaches, and I don't connect it to the fact that I don't eat, because I'm used to eating all the time, so I never get those symptoms from not eating. So today I'm trying to do a semi-healthy lunch. I know I'm a snacker, so my goal is to eat 6 to 7 100 to 300 calorie meals a day. So I've had 2 meals so far today. I had my coffee, that was considered a meal because it had the creamer, which gave me a little bit of dairy, but also my caffeine that I needed. And I had a banana, which gave me my potassium and some of my glucose that I need for the day. So now I'm about to eat some whole wheat crackers, which gives me my carbs, with a little bit of tuna, which gives me my iron. And what else does this have in it? Does it have fiber? Let's see, 4% iron, 8% vitamin D, 40% niacin, which I don't think I necessarily have to have. Vitamin B, I think that's all in my vitamins. Vitamin B6, B12, selenium, which I think is metal. This has 1% fat, so 0.5 grams of fat, 20 milligrams cholesterol, a lot of sodium because it's canned fish, 100 milligrams of potassium, so more potassium, and 10 grams of protein. It has a lot of protein. Plus, of course, I added a little bit of this. This eventually I'm hoping to cut out and slowly transition to just this, because mustard is actually not bad for you at all. But this isn't great. So eventually I will put less of this and more of this in my meals like this. But so I am about to go do that while I have a work meeting, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. And I'm hoping this will help. I'm also going to take over a mandarin orange to eat a serving of fruit while with my lunch. And I'm gonna eat that while I'm on a meeting. So hopefully sharing some of these meals throughout these vlogs. If you don't enjoy this, I don't blame you. Fast forward it. But there are some people out there going through something similar that I'm going to, and I think this might help them as well as help me. And in addition, this is what I share on Instagram. So when the vlogs are over, this kind of stuff I'm hoping to still share. It'll just be on Instagram instead of YouTube. And maybe we'll start to see a little bit more progress and a little less lying around. Now it's the holidays. I'm not gonna be perfect. I have a bag of cookies over here that my brother-in-law's girlfriend brought over last night to give to us. And I'm gonna eat them. Like, I know that they're gonna get eaten. I don't expect to be perfect. I expect to try. That's what I expect of myself right now. And maybe next week or the week after, I can add my walking regimen back in, because I'll have the energy and the want and the will to do that. So I will go eat this and check in with you guys in a little bit. Bye. The boring life of Melissa Lukowski. I just finished my call, had some lunch, which wasn't the main, it was okay, it's tuna. And then I have another call here in about a half hour. So I'm gonna flip over the laundry, answer some emails, pull out my knitting so I can knit during it. I'm hoping that it doesn't last. It's supposed to last till 4:30. Hopefully Jason doesn't come home early today, because I need to wrap gifts. We'll see what happens. I'll see you guys soon. Bye. I'm putting on all the hand knits because Jason and I, Jason's HOA president, and we have to go up to our signs out front and put up the Christmas wreath, or the Christmas garland. So it's freezing cold outside. Wish me luck. Hi. So quick poll. How many of you think that I got caught up and finished day 8 today? None of you? Oh, good. Nobody was wrong. Work was crazy today. It's my day to do a bunch of house cleaning, which, speaking of which, I realized I need to switch over the laundry again. I went and helped Jason hang garland at the HOA signs up front. We grabbed some dinner, I came home and made some chicken, potatoes, and carrots for lunches this week. I make them and then freeze them. And then I played Mario Kart with Jason while that was cooking. And now he is getting ready to turn on the Seahawks game, and I'm getting ready to get my knitting out. The only knitting I finished today so far is my Get Together wrap by Hohi Locatelli. I say today. The only knitting I've finished for day 8 today has been that wrap. So I still need my 3 other shawls. So I'm about to sit down and start working on them and hopefully get them done so that I can open day 9. However, it's already getting pretty late, so we'll see how much knitting I can get done in the next. Anyway, it is 7:58, and so we'll see how much knitting I can get done in the next 3 hours. This face is the face of somebody who is never going to get caught up with Advent, and will probably only get 5 Advent calendars instead of 7 next year. I'm just kidding. We'll see how many I get next year. This has been stressful. I'll see you guys soon.
It's a Revelry. Go Phil.
Hi everyone. It is halftime during the Saints game, Seahawks game, and I just finished working on my, I don't even know what I just knit. Oh, my Adventurous wrap. I'm getting ready to pick up my Winter Wonderland and Minis wrap and put Teeny Button Studios in there. There is a possibility that I finish knitting before the end of this game, and I am not going to record during this game because Jason would kill me. So if that happens, I do want to keep moving, so maybe I'll do like a silent opening where I don't talk and I just show you guys what I open. So that's always a thought, and then you guys can kind of figure out who's who and what's what. I think I've said it enough by now. If you've watched all my vlogs, you kind of know what goes with what. But anyway, I'm about to add another mini into Teeny Button Studios. I did forget to mention the last couple days that when I finished section 5, I ran out of yarn. So what I did is when I picked up that's section 6, sorry. When I picked up section 7, I knit the very last row with the yarn from day 7 instead of finishing section 6 up with day 6. But other than, I mean, I don't think you can really tell. I think it looks just fine, so I forgot to tell you guys that. All right, I'm going to go work on section 8, and I'll see you in a bit. Still working on this. I have 1 row to go. I'm playing Yarn Chicken. The last time I did a lace panel, I ran out. So I thought about just stopping and using the next color to pick up the purl row for this section. But I think I might have enough. If not, I'm going to waste my time trying to knit it up, and then I'm going to have to rip it out. So we'll see what happens. I won Yarn Chicken with this left. And here is day 8. And it took me forever. It was very heavy in lace work, but it's really pretty. So I'm going to stay up and work on my Dust of Snow shawl. But first, I think I'm going to eat some ice cream. Yeah, so I'll talk to you in a minute. Hi everyone. It is technically, this video is going to be going into day 10 of Advent, but it's 1:30 in the morning, so technically it is day 11. I just finished knitting day 8, and I'm here to open up day 9, and I'm going to do it rather quickly because it's late and I have to work in the morning. Today was a very busy day, so I didn't get my knitting done until very late, which means I didn't get any progress on getting caught up, but at least I got day 8 finished. So I'm going to jump right in and show you, for the most part, you guys have seen throughout the day what I've been working on and what I've finished. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up day 9 of Jimmy Bean's Wool Advent Calendar. This is the get together wrap. And today is Madeline Tosh, day 9 is Madeline Tosh TML in Copper Pink. And here it is. And it looks kind of like beigey in the camera, but it's actually like a really light mauve-y rose pink. That will be one of the first projects that I work on in the morning. Because I like to get it out of the way since it is lace work. So that's day 9 of Jimmy Bean's. This is my Winter Wonderland of Minis wrap by Laura Brady using Teeny Button Studios yarn. And on day 8 we had this really lacy section which took a lot of concentration, and it actually took me like 2.5 quarters of a football game to knit 24 rows, which is a long time for me. So there was quite a bit of lace. I did play Yarn Chicken and I won. I had just enough yarn to finish up that section, and I know it looks pretty wavy, but with a heavy blocking and just straightening out the edges when I block it, I should be able to get straight edges. It only looks wavy now because we have sections where we're doing that broken garter or broken rib, and then we have these lacy, holey, stretchy sections in the middle. So if I really stretch it when I block it, it'll all even out and be a nice little wrap. So day 9 of Teeny Button Studios. Ooh, this is really pretty. So it's on Sparkle, and we haven't had a Sparkles one since day 2, and it's this really pretty blue. It's not necessarily a sky blue, it's a bit more saturated, but it's really pretty. So I will set that aside to wind up into a mini in the morning, and I will put this in my project bag. Okay, so then we have my adventurous wrap that I'm knitting with my Honeybee Knits Advent Calendar. And we added Spumoni for day 8. So it's, you know, brown and pink and green, and I am at just over 200 stitches now per row. So this one is taking a lot more time than it did in the beginning, which is this one is probably the reason why it takes me so long to get through my knitting every day now, because this one is more than double the size of my other wraps I'm working on, and it's just gonna get longer over the next 4 days that I knit, and then it'll drop off at day 12 because we bind off the first wedge and then start knitting a second wedge, which will start off small. So I will have a few days where I'm only knitting small sections, and this will go quick again. But for now, it's taking me quite a while to get through it. And this is yesterday's color, and I'm gonna open up day 16, 16 Days of Christmas, and this colorway is called Ugly Sweater Party, and it's just the very vintagey Christmas colors with the dark grays, the almost like rusty reds, and I would call that like the sprucey greens. So these are totally not my colors, but I think they are perfect for this colorway. And I know that just because I don't love those colors together, I know there's a lot of people that do love vintagey Christmas colors. So I wanted to throw one in there. So I will be adding that tomorrow. And then my last one is what I just finished working on a few minutes ago, and it is my Dust of Snow wrap in my Suburban Stitcher Advent Calendar. And day 8 was this light speckledy brown color with some little pops of pink and green throughout. It's really pretty. It's hard to show it on the camera. I definitely will be trying to get some really good finished object photos of these when they're finished. Look at this rack, guys. It's so beautiful. I love this so much. It's my favorite thing I'm working on right now. And within the next couple days, I'm going to have to start using my second ball of mohair. I have about 25% left of my first ball, which is about 15 grams, because it was a 50-gram ball, so 15 or 20 grams left. So I am going to go ahead and open up day 9. Oh, this is really neat looking. So this has reds and yellows and navy. I think that's it. And then they all kind of meld together. This is really interesting looking. It's really pretty. It's got a few pinks in there from the reds. I really like that pop of yellow right there. So that'll be really interesting to add. I love knitting it with mohair because colorways like this that are super kind of look like they're out there in the skein get toned down with a mohair and end up melding perfectly into the shawl. So I'm excited to do that one. And that, oh, my cozy knitter socks. So I'll show you the stripe. And I mentioned yesterday, I thought this was going to be a white stripe, and it actually ended up being like a baby blue. It's really pretty. I really love these. I'm loving adding a stripe a day on these. And actually, well, I'll talk about it in a minute. Okay, so that leads us into spinning. On my wheel right now is Fiber Nymph Dye Works, so I'm going to open up Siobhan Crafts first. And we have another mini bats. You guys know I have been loving these mini bats. They're my favorite. Every time I open one, I get so excited because they're adorable. And when you open them up, first of all, the stellina. I love spinning in stellina. But it's a complete surprise when you open it up. I could open this up and it could have like hot pink in there. So I love recording that. In case you didn't notice, there was no spinning today. I spun day 8s yesterday, so, and I'm just now opening day 9, so that's really pretty. I'm excited for that. And then we have Fiber Nymph Dye Works. Izzy, there's no treats in here, baby. Go lay down. We're getting ready to go to bed. Okay, so let me find my slip of paper. So today's fiber, the colorway is Raspberry Bramble, and it's 100% Targhee, which I love spinning. So I wanted to go back to that. I didn't talk about it last night. I mentioned yesterday that I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about the one that I spun up, and it actually spun really nicely, and it's super soft once it's spun. I didn't like the feel of it in the braid, but when she spun it up, it's super soft, and I actually really enjoyed it. So you never know. So this is Raspberry Bramble, and I'm excited to see pink in there because the colorway so far for this spin has been very muted neutral colors, and when it's not really a neutral, it's been kind of like a blue. So I'm excited to get a pop of pink in there. It'll make me happy to spin this tomorrow. So I am super thrilled with both fibers that I got today. I've been a little disappointed with the fiber that I've gotten the last 2 days or so, only because either the feel of the fiber unspun kind of bothered me a little bit, or the colors were really similar to other colors that I spun up in it. So to get these today, it just makes my heart so happy. And I'm excited. So I want to talk a little bit about getting caught up and what my plan is. So as you know, I got certified in lean last week, and I was kind of thinking, it kind of hit me this week. I was kind of thinking about how I was gonna try to get caught up with Advent. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pick one project a day to try to get caught up on and get that caught up, and then I will work the rest of the projects for the day I'm behind in. So for example, tomorrow I'm going to choose my cozy knit socks because it's only a couple of stripes. So I left out on day 8, so I am gonna bring this up to day 11 since tomorrow is the 11th day of Advent. So 9, 10, 11, I'm gonna knit 3 stripes on this. So then this one will be caught up, and I will keep it caught up as I go through the days. And then once I do that, I'm probably gonna be getting caught up on spinning. So I'll do, so the next day or tomorrow if I get done with my knitting early, what I'll do is I will open up days 10, 11, and 10 and 11 and spin those up so that that's caught up, and then I'll continue to keep caught up with that, and I'll just keep doing that. And what eventually I'm hoping will happen, that there will only be 1 or 2 projects that's behind instead of all of them. So that way I'm keeping up with the current demand on a few projects, on a few of the easier projects, and then some of my projects will be a few days behind, but as I get through the easier projects, then the harder projects I should have more time for. So that way I'm not playing catch up for everything, only a few. So that's the plan. Tomorrow I'm gonna start that with Cozy Knitter. So the first thing I'm gonna do is get caught up to day 11 with Cozy Knitter, and then I will work through day 9 on everything else. If I happen to get day 9 done on everything else and I still have time, then I will try to get my spinning caught up through day 11, and so on and so forth. And I'll pick another project to work on. So that's the plan. All right, it is almost 1:45, so I'm gonna go get ready for bed. The kitties need their treats and to be put up, and then the doggy needs to go out, and then we're all gonna go to bed. Jason's already snoozing on the couch. So I hope you guys had a wonderful day 10 of Advent, and I will see you tomorrow for more recording.